So the Geno360 made another video about me, saying that while he does not agree with the flag hags, he understands why they do what they do because, I'm quoting more or less, he says, because I suck, because I'm an asshole, because I smell, I have cooties, all this other bullshit. That's what it comes down to. And it's childish. It's childish and immature. Everything I say about him and Mr. Epzion and all the others is true. They are overgrown man children. Maybe they're not technically 10 years old, but they're sure acting like 10-year-olds. Because only in a 10-year-old's mind is it acceptable to treat people that way and to stamp on their civil liberties because you don't like them. Because something about them just rubs you the wrong way. Well, too bad. You have to learn to live with people in society. We're not always going to get along. We're not always going to like each other, but we need each other to survive. Whether or not you like me is irrelevant. The fact is, I'm just as much entitled to posting on YouTube as you are. And in fact, possibly more so because I'm a partner. And therefore, I make YouTube money. And since I make YouTube money, the only thing I'm bound to do is find ways to continue to make them money, possibly more money, and in exchange I get a percentage. That's how this works. So, all the more so I have the excuse to be able to post whatever bullshit I want. And I do not just want to make bullshit. I want to make legitimate commentary. And I want to challenge the issues. And I want to bring it to people's attention, the injustices of the internet. And I do the best I can with that. And that's why a lot of people don't like me. Because they have this very secure, very grounded monopoly on the culture of the internet. There is a cultural hegemony on the internet where the trolls and the 14-year-old boys and the bullies and all of them get to have their way in this Wild West mentality, and the rest of us are just supposed to deal with it. And that's going to change. So, what I ask you is, if you don't think it's right to wrongly flag people, if you don't think it's right to ban people, then why are you making apologies for them? Why are you excusing that behavior instead of coming out against it? I have no ill will towards you. If you were to fight moderators alongside me, I would not have anything bad to say about you. Because whether or not I agree with you, whether or not I like you as a person, makes no difference to me. What makes a difference to me is whether or not you are doing the right thing. And right now, you are not doing the right thing. Right now, in this very moment, you are siding with the evil people. You are siding with destruction. You are siding with entropy. And if you want me to respect you in any manner, stop it. Stop siding with psychopaths and help me fight for freedom. Help me fight for justice. Help me fight for the individual's right to say and relatively do what he wants where he wants to. And for someone that loves to talk about how I'm so cynical and so misanthropic and so hateful and all these other random words that don't mean anything, I don't see you doing all that much. I don't see you being the one to stick your neck out there to fight against the injustices of moderators. I don't see you being the one on the crosshairs of Mr. Epzion's rabid fan base because you want to expose the piece of shit that he is. I don't see you being the one getting banned from VidCon like Onision has because you're an entertainer and that makes some people bitter, the fact that he's a good entertainer, the fact that he makes a lot of people happy, and conveniently, because some people made death threats against him, for the safety of everybody else, they can't invite him. Even though this is YouTube. Everybody threatens us all the fucking time. I could go in my comments section and find at least 5 instances of people threatening my life. I don't take it seriously. Onision doesn't take it seriously, and VidCon shouldn't take it seriously. But the only reason VidCon used that excuse is because VidCon is ran by a bunch of moderator twats that probably didn't like Onision personally, and think that that bullshit can apply to real life like it does on the internet, where if you don't like somebody, you get to treat them like shit, and you get to discriminate against them, and you get to abuse their rights and their privileges to be, you know, just like everybody else. And it's not going to work that way. Onision should take that shit to court. I can't take it to court for him. I can't threaten to sue them on behalf of Onision. So Onision has to get up off his ass and do that. I believe firmly that he should. I believe firmly that he has a strong case. But will he do it? I don't know. I sincerely doubt it, though. And that's a shame. Because, you know, it's wrong to be able to discriminate against anybody. Especially when you're going to say VidCon is about YouTubers and shit, and then not invite one of the most powerful YouTubers that we know of. And Onision should use that. Onision should leverage that, as this is hurting his fan base, this is hurting his income, because this is how he makes his money, this is hurting his image, it's defacement, it's slander, it's libel, and he should do something about it. And if he can't go to VidCon, nobody gets to go to VidCon. It's that tenacity how we earn our freedoms. It's that tenacity that gives us these rights and this ability to be ourselves, because none of these other bastards are going to let us. Nobody else gives a crap about us. You don't give a crap about me, you don't give a crap about Onision, and in reality, you don't even give a crap about Mr. Ebzion, despite how your nose is firmly up his ass, because you are too cowardly to care. You do not want to stick your neck out for anybody, not even yourself. And you have no right to lecture me on what a terrible person I am, and how I'm such a meanie, and that's why people falsely flag my videos and shit, when you have no idea what it's like. You have no idea what it's like to have a sense of justice. And you can sit there and talk about all your shit all you want to, but at the end of the day, I know that you're a child, and I'm a man. And when things start to go my way, I will lay down the ground rules as the man, as the adult. And you can either deal with them, or you can get up off your ass and do something about it. But you're not going to. You're going to sit there and still bitch like a little brat. And that's what gets me about you. It's not the fact that you disagree with me morally. It's the fact that you have no morals to begin with. Children have no morals. They're blank slates. And you can either fill their head with truth, justice, love, compassion, empathy, respect, dignity, or you can fill their head with lies, greed, malice, avarice, sloth, perversion. And far and wide, we have filled our children's heads with the latter. We have filled their heads with evil thoughts and evil actions, and then we wonder why we're in the shithole we're in. Then we wonder why life is so bad, and why things are so terrible, and we want to blame it on human nature. It's human nature, the fact that people are a piece of shit, and continue to be a piece of shit, and the pieces of shit succeed in life, and then they get to be even bigger pieces of shit, because then they get to tell us what to do and things. No, that's not human nature. Human nature is not set in stone. We have the ability to change it, but most of us are too fucking lazy and too stupid to change it. And then they want to judge people that aren't quite as lazy and quite as stupid and bother to change it, even just a little. You are one of those people. You are like a crab. We're all stuck in a bucket. And you are one of those crabs that has to drag us down back into the abyss of the bucket, waiting to die, because you yourself neither have the competence, the will to power, or just the basic moral structure to get out of the bucket. And just because you want to die, we all have to die with you. And that has to end. So, that's all I gotta say for now. I'm a bit busy. Apparently my dogs are acting up. So, I'll talk to you later.